and welcome to Jardin. I'm Erica, and as you can see, I'm back to not dressing for the occasion because today I am going over to a friend's house that I made through growing seeds and planting things and kind of sharing them last year. She's a neighbor of my best friend that you saw help me do the garden tower. They're the neighbor, and she has a friend that also came over this spring, and we did a plant exchange. So I'm going to go over there. So I encourage you, if you can make friends like that, or even just put yourself out there and share plants with people. It's so much fun, and you know, just to have like-minded people. But I gave them a tour of the garden when they were here, and then tonight we're going over there to see her friend's house, her garden. So exciting stuff. But I wanted to come out here and do a tour because yesterday was the first day of summer. So today is the 22nd of June. If I put this out late, I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow though. So I thought, what better time than now to do a little tour. You guys will start seeing some of the stuff in the videos that I'm posting, you know, from where I started and everything, them being basically the dirt and now what they are now. So I will turn the camera around, and I'm gonna start over here in the corner by where the tomato patch is, and everything, and we'll go from there. So over here in this corner by the house, this is a knockout rose that was a gift from a dear friend of mine that passed away last year, and it's done great. The garden troll came in, and she deadheaded it a lot, but she also got these like this jute twine and pulled it up just so that it wouldn't hang down. I don't remember if I put this trellis here, but I assume I did because it's kind of my style. There's like the little fleur-de-lis there. So I'm pretty sure I put it there, and it's not doing any good. So I think maybe in the fall I can pull that trellis out. We can prune it down to less than what it is, and then we can put something bigger there to catch it. So then over here we have a lily. I can't remember what this is, but I think it is an orange and white and black one. It was covered with, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a whole bunch of like scrap wood here that's actually on the other corner of the yard. But this was here, I think it was probably here the first, maybe 2020, spring of 2020, I put it there. There was another rose that my friend gave me, but it died. Didn't like it over there. So we put this lily here. So I'm pretty excited to see the blooms. There are quite a few, as you can see. So it's gonna be some exciting times once they open up. Then we'll go over here, and we put the trellises up a few weeks ago over here. So we have Audrey's compact loofah. We're trying the compact this year since we had the original ones that the vines went all over the place. So we're hoping that this, I mean, I'm sure it'll go nuts. I mean, it already has, so that's okay though. But we just kind of keep training it to do its thing. And as you can see, I put this little trellis down here to kind of hold it. I got this trellis from the Dollar Tree, but got quite a few little ones like that, so I could, you know, hold things to get them started up on the higher thing. And the reason why I put these cattle panels up that high is because I wanted them to have enough room to be able to trail up and go around and just do all sorts of stuff that they enjoy doing. And then I guess I'll go ahead and show you this also over here. As you can see, I need to weed eat and mow, but I thought if I don't do this video right now, it's not going to get done before I do that. So it's fine. We all have things that happen. So this is bitter melon, and my dear friend, her dad grew these from seed. He also gave me some seeds, but he gave me these starts so that I can do that, get them in the ground this year. And I'm very excited to see how well they do, and cook some recipes. So if anybody has any recipes for bitter melon, let me know. I'd like to receive them and try them. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the prospect of them. Okay, so then we'll go back over here. So this is that garden tower project that my friend Becky, you guys saw, she helped me put together. And I put, I think 3 or 4 different types of basil in there. And then these are the geranium kiss tomatoes. Let's see here, I got one coming up right there. So I'm hoping that all of these little blooms turn into beautiful little red tomatoes. But look how stout, I mean, these leaves are like very different texture than the indeterminate tomatoes. But look how stout that, let's see if we can do it, that stem is on it. Oh my goodness. That thing is sturdy. And again, some Dollar Tree trellises so that I can, you know, keep them, the wind's blowing them down and everything else. So I'm gonna have to probably get some stakes up here and you know, bring out the big guns. I did put a Paul Robeson in here because they were really late just doing their thing. I started all of my tomato seeds at the same time except for Evil Olive, and they, for some reason, the Paul Robeson, all the ones with boy names, Paul Robeson, Chad, the Chadwick Cherries, the Brad's Atomic, and some of the other ones like the little bumblebee ones, stuff like that, they just decided they're gonna like take forever to be tall. So I stuck him out here so that way maybe we'll get some good ones. And it is indeterminate, so if it does explode, it'll be like, oh, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out probably for it. And we've got one last, Tom Thumb tomato, or lettuce. And then this was a little marigold that didn't want to, it was just, you know, the runt of the group, so I put him in there. And like I said, there's like all this basil, dill, sage. Got a sage that just wasn't having fun after last Friday. So, and then when I was taking out the Tom Thumb lettuce, I ended up putting in, or maybe I put in the broccoli rabe, and I put something else in whenever I took out the Tom Thumb. But at any rate, these are broccoli rabes, and I'm gonna let them just, I've just been letting them go to seed and bolting, because I mean, the little pollinators they'll do their thing. I've left that little spider web. And then I think, yeah, I don't know if I put tarragon or what that was that I put in there. I'll have to look at my diary, my Dear Diary video that I did. But, so let's just go ahead and move on to the tomatoes over here. So, here are some marigolds that we put in there to kind of protect them, try to keep the pests away. If you do remember my tomato vlog where I set up these trellises, you'll know that I did split them up into 2 groups. So I did cherry tomato and just like regular slicers and things like that, the bigger ones. All of these in here are indeterminate, which means we'll do like a little trivia here, which means that, so the determinate ones, they'll stay small like that. They're determined to stay small. So indeterminate means they don't know what they want to do. They just want to go crazy and be vining and tall and wacky. So those are all those in there except for the ones in the pots. So that one in the pot is the orange hat. And for the most part, these are in alphabetical order. So I started with like the Abe Lincoln, and then I moved on. I think it's like I went with Dr. D, so Dr. Wyche's over here, like in the middle and stuff like that. But I would have to take out my key to actually know exactly what everything is. But these are Romas, I know that, and San Marzanos are over there. So all of these are the non-cherry tomatoes. And then all of these are the cherry tomatoes, or smaller tomatoes, because I have a Juliet over there, and she's not in in an alphabetical order, because I got it at the end. And then garden candy also is not alphabetical order, and it's kind of like right there in that horrible cage thing. So, so yeah, I think we have the evil olive that I planted late because it was, I germinated it late. But it's starting to get a little tall there and get some stuff going, so we're happy about that. It's been really hot. I've been getting aphid damage on some of them, but they're powering through. And then this is where my radishes were. I'm just gonna let them die, and because I let them bolt for the pollinators, and I just kind of like let them fizzle out. Then over here next to the tomato bed, oh, well, we got the garden tower, or green stalks, which I've just kind of been putting random stuff in these just to kind of like let them do their thing. This is those strawberries. These are those strawberries that I planted, but I don't think they're gonna do anything. Kind of disappointed. But yeah, got dill down there. I'm pretty sure that's tarragon. Just some random stuff, a marigold, and then that poor 42-day tomato. I don't know. And these little orange hats. So something that I don't know if, I'm not sure what's going on with all these, but one of these days I'm sure I'll find out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a geranium kiss. So it's the same as the one over there, and look how small it is compared to the one over there. But okay, so let's get in focus here. So then this is the allium patch, to the video that I just posted. So got all kinds of onions there in the middle. Then on either side there are leeks. So different types of leeks. I think there are 3 different varieties of leeks. And then I have that volunteer tomato, which I have no clue what style it is. So it'll be a big mystery. If you guys can see them there, maybe we can figure out what type they are. I think right here I had San Marzano over here yesterday, and then Audrey's Homeling Homer was right in front of it. But next to it was like Vernissage and yeah, I don't know, I'll have to look again. The like yellow garden candies just all over the place, just things like that. Different color garden candies, I guess, the variety. Here we have a Kajari melon. I think it might actually be 2 plants. And then on the other side of the Kajari melon are cucamelons. Kind of squeeze in between there and that tomato. We'll have to tie it up. I did tie this tomato up too, and put it in the cage to keep it off of the melons and leeks and onions and everything. But there are the cucamelons, and then some cabbages that I've just kind of like let go. Then over here is another green stalk, and this is kind of the same thing. I just kind of threw a lot of things, different things in there that I started from seed. So not sure what that is. But there's broccoli rabe again, with a strawberry trying to like go in there. I'm gonna come in here probably and trim these strawberries so that I can have these runners and plant them and have them be all new plants. Let's see here, I'll go around this way. So then here I have Baby Bubba. Let's see if the sun will let me do it. Baby Bubba okra and another Baby Bubba okra that I started from seed, and then I transplanted. So if you think you can't transplant okra, it totally worked here. So I need to cut this little okra off here before it gets too big. It's probably already too big, but and the baby bubbas are kind of like a Clemson spineless, but they're not, I don't know, they're not as like rough around the edges like that, like a Clemson spineless is. Then I have a jigsaw pepper there and another little Paul Robeson. And then there's a Kajari melon that I am trying out in the green stalk. Put the little trellis on there. So we just need to keep letting this thing train to go around. I think it would be so pretty if that vine went all the way around the green stalk and have like cute little Kajari melons hanging. And then down here, this will be another video that I need to add. But these are grapevines that a sweet lady at a vineyard gave me the starts of. And I think only, so this one, I'm forgetting the types, but I have them written down. Looks like this might still be okay-ish, but I'm not sure. And then this one survived, and then I have 3 more that survived of a different type. But I started the cuttings with some like root hormones and stuck them in the soil, watered them down, like just kept them very moist so that they would root. Somebody's having fun and take off. So very optimistic about these. Then I've got some more tomatoes here that like I said, they stayed pretty small. This one's a Chadwick cherry. I will say there is a Chadwick cherry over there. It's like not those two there, but it's that one right here, and it's gone crazy. We put it in the ground and it went for it. So I mean, they are capable of it. So I think I just need to put them in the ground somewhere, find a good cozy spot, and let them do their thing. Then these are some other tomatoes that I didn't give away or sell or something, something like that. Then we've got some peppers and just some other random stuff here. Looks like the cucamelons over here is trying to grab a hold of those. Some more little peppers and tomatoes. The only ones that I didn't start from seed here are these Juliets, and they started getting puny, but then they are bouncing back, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll probably find a nice cozy spot for them and then just plant them up and let them have their life. So, training this cucamelon here. I am very excited about this. Last year, I'll see if I can find a picture of it, but last year this whole trellis was covered in the cucamelon vines, and it was my favorite spot. It was so whimsical and magical and just made me so happy. And I'm hoping that it'll do it again this year. It would be awesome. So, but there they are there. That is 2 plants, I believe, maybe 3 of the cucamelons. And they're just doing so great. Let's see, I always focus on them because they're so cute. But look, let's see, can we focus the light's a little funny out here. Excuse me, but there are some little bitty melons. Let's see if I can target that one. Oops. There we go. You see the little cucamelon there? They have the daintiest little flowers when they bloom. You can kind of see a handful of them right, where are they at? They're right here. Oh, there we go. But when they open up, they're so cute. And then they turn into the little melons, and they get bigger and probably, I don't know, like maybe a little bigger than a pea size, or I'm not sure. Maybe close to an olive, I guess. Really cute though. Like a little green olive, maybe. Little bitty one. So then over here I have the Boston pickling cucumbers, which I always have trouble with cucumbers. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna jinx it we're gonna think that we're gonna stay confident and hope that these do what they're supposed to do. This is another one that I keep training in here to just vine up and do their thing. So yeah, there's that. And then this, I really thought it was a melon because the way the leaves looked, but whenever I was planting, I believe it was a pepper. It was in with a pepper, but it's looking like it might be my butterfly pea. I don't know though. I'm not sure what it is. It looks exactly like my blue butterfly peas that I have over in the herb garden, or my like cocktail garden. So, oh yeah, there's my cucumber tag that I got. Then I have Brussels sprouts right here from the early spring. We'll see if they typically, you know, bolt or don't do well in the heat. And same thing with this is a dandelion. I'm just kind of like leaving it right now, but I believe that these are cute cauliflower that spins, and so it'll be, you know, kind of interesting to see if they work out. Then I've left this thing of romaine that I just need to clean out. But look, they have like little funny little leaves. They're getting ready to bolt, so maybe I can save seeds from it. Then we have kale hanging out under here. We've harvested quite a bit from that. It did get eaten up a lot by some kind of pest, like the little worms, you know, but it's okay. It happens. Then we've got the pepper patch back in somewhat full swing. I did put some nasturtiums. Oh, I forgot to say I put nasturtiums and some basils over in the tomato patch as well, but put some nasturtiums in here to try to attract other, you know, the good pests, to get rid of all the bad ones. But got a bell pepper, little jigsaw right there. There's like a basil, you can see the purple petra basil, and then just like the fish peppers, Phileas blue. I believe this might be, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look back and see what all my peppers are. I just kind of like put a bunch of them in here. See, this is a poblano, and then we think that these are, no, I can't remember. I don't know, but there are a bunch of different ones. These in this group are hot ones. I do know that. I think they're like lemon habanero and then lemon drops. And then this is like a ghost type pepper that I got from a plant sale. So I've had some kind of pest come over here and lop them off here and there. So it's been kind of crazy. And then the wind knocked them down. So I put that up there for that jigsaw pepper, but it might come back. There's still a little hope, you know. Let's see where we at. There we are. A little bit of hope left on there. Then we come over here to our our berry patch. And so these are grapes that I've had since I moved in. I put them in, well, maybe, let's see, maybe that spring after. I'm trying to remember exactly, but so it's probably like maybe 2020, maybe a little bit before. But there are two different grapes. One's Colcord, and I can't remember what the other one is. But I kind of went in there, trimmed them all up, pruned them up, and separated them because they were pretty interwoven together like little brothers. And so then I put up the trail. The garden trail helped me drive the T-posts in there and put the trellises up and got them in good shape. So lots of airflow, and it just looks really nice, I think. I mean, it looks a little wacky or unorganized maybe, but but it makes me feel a lot better that they're up like that. And of course I need to weed again. Then this is a Mars grape that I got that I haven't planted yet, but I'm gonna wait probably until the fall to put it in there, because I want it to do good. Same thing with the blueberry. I haven't done that yet. I got this blueberry on sale, I believe. I think it was like late summer I got it. And so, yeah, I'm like, well, you're not gonna be in the ground this year either. So next year. But I've harvested like three or four blueberries off of it, and they were really tasty. And this blueberry is also, or the blackberry is also been in here the same amount of time as the grapes. I'm pretty sure this was like late winter 2020, but they're doing great. So this is like pretty much their second really good year to be going. Went in there and again separated them and then pinned them up to the cattle panel, so that way they could get some airflow and it's easier to harvest as well because you can't see them. And a little tip on harvesting: what you do is, I don't think I have any. So this one is kind of, you know, they're green whenever they're little white flowers, then they're green, and then they turn like this blush color. Can you focus on it a little? So blush color, and they turn red, almost looking like raspberries. And then, and you can kind of see some more that almost look like raspberries. Then they turn like dark black. And when they're dull is when they're ready to harvest. However, this one, like, I would probably harvest it right now. I harvested quite a few the other day like this, and it tasted perfectly fine. They can be a little tart, but not too bad. So that's kind of what the flowers look like. And if you can see that little green thing in there, that's what the blackberries look like. They look kind of weird and gross, actually. And you're like, is that really what they look like? Yeah, that's how they grow into blackberries. So yeah. So then over here, we have the bean and okra patch. Let's see if we can focus. And this has just been kind of like a huge just mess this year. So starting out, whenever I was first starting gardening, I bought all of the plants already, like the tomato plants, the pepper plants, everything. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grow them from already started plants, and we're just gonna go from there. So I started them from plants, but a friend of mine got wind of me doing gardening, and he said, oh, come, I'm gonna drop off a bunch of seeds, and you can start them. They're so easy. This is the perfect time to do it. So in this little, like over here, I'm trying to remember what I had over here. No, I did not have anything over here. I just had this one and that bed here. We had the tomatoes and peppers, and then we had the berries here, berries and grapes. And then nothing was here. It was all blank. But over here, I did like a little square, and it had a couple rows of okra and a couple rows of beans. I think okra was over here, and I was like, oh no, it's blocking all the sun for it and everything, but they were fine. But anyway, oh, just a great season, and it got me like encouraged to start things from seed. So I kind of owe that to my friend for getting me started on seeds and just being encouraged. So all that to say, start small. Do something like beans and okra that lots of people have great success with. And once it gets hot, these things, I mean, it's hot right now, and you can kind of, I don't know if you've seen any videos or any TikToks that I've done or anything like that, pictures on Instagram, but these things have kind of gotten quite a bit bigger in the last couple of days, couple weeks, excuse me, because it's starting to get hotter. The rain's slowing down, has slowed down. Same thing with beans. I mean, for me, beans are a little bit more different, but they germinate so quickly, and then, you know, you just gotta wait for the heat to come, and then they'll start going on. But these are peas, and I guess I didn't realize how many peas I actually grew, or the vining ones, but I just kind of put some of these trellises that I've had for a while in here. And if you can see this one, it found its way over here. I didn't even have to train it, it already did that. So but I've just got different types of beans in here. I'll have to, maybe if I can remember, I can put them either in the description or on the page or on the video here, but I know for a fact these are dragon tongue beans over here. I don't know if I have any growing, so I kind of see the cute little flowers. I harvested some the other day, but oh, there's some teensy tiny little beans there, but it doesn't really show you what they look like. They're like white and with pink painting on it, kind of. It's really, really pretty. But I think I have like some Cherokee wax, some purple ones, just some Roma bush improved, and then bush bean, like regular bush beans, just different ones like that. And I had some of them started already that I transplanted over here. I believe it's probably these. And then I just like did some more seeds or planted some more beans, and then I planted some more after that. So that way, hopefully, you know, I'll have somewhat of a succession of them, but for the most part, it'll probably be, you know, quick. It'll be harvesting them somewhat at once. I was trying to show you if I can show you that bean that's down there. Anyway, but that's okay. I can share them. I can, you know, freeze some of them, different things like that. Also, beans are really good for the soil because they have nitrogen in their roots, but you just leave them in there once they're done with the season and everything for them to put all the nutrients in there. And I had the beans over here and the okra over here last year, so kind of switched them back and forth, or switched them around to see also so that the sun from over here can come in, you know, because it was the okra was kind of blocking it. So I'm just going to kind of go around this direction and then loop around the greenhouse like that. But this is my fig tree. Planted it the year I moved in as well. I believe it was the fall actually, but I can't remember. So I think it was fall of 2019. If not, it was early 2020 when we planted it. Loads of branches, loads of leaves. I mean, and it was just like a stump, like a stub in the ground, like probably maybe 1.5 to 2 feet tall. And I was not confident that anything would happen, but look at him now. He's glorious. And I swear I can smell the fig smell when I walk over here, but look at all of those figs. Oh my goodness. I'll be so excited if they do well. Last year they did not, they didn't have any time to ripen, and except for like maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3, but oh my goodness, I'm so excited. These will be so good. And also, if you guys remember, we can harvest these leaves and make fig tea. So I might do that. Oh, this branch didn't get any leaves out. So yeah, hopefully we've got some good harvest on these figs and make some good tea as well. So make a nice shade tree. I probably need to prune this off, but maybe I can do that and give somebody a start from it. Let's see. All right, and then we've got this crate here that I got. My work, they bring in a lot of machines and equipment, and this held some sort of equipment. But we took it and we put, I guess, cut timbers, and lifted it up on like 2x4s just so that it could be off the ground, and lined it and then filled it with soil. Before I knew that you can also put, you know, leaves and all kinds of stuff underneath it to not waste soil, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. We live and learn. So don't do what Erica did. But this is oregano, sage, and rosemary back there that I all started from seeds last season, or last summer, spring, whatever, and they came back this year. What a gift. And then this is romaine that I had harvested, but I'm just kind of like letting it hang out for a minute. But yeah, it smells so good. Looks like these are, well, maybe they're just growing new little ones. So I come in here and I, when I harvest them, I go like this. And so like there are 2 little leaves there, so they'll branch off and then make more kind of like this. So you can tell where I harvested. I kind of do the same with the sage, but I don't know if it's does it as well as that. It's kind of like the same with basil and stuff like that whenever you harvest them. So this one, I'll need to harvest some of this rosemary also. Oh, it smells amazing. This is another crate that I got, but last year everything that was in here like went kaput, so I don't know. I think I put some beets back here last month and nothing, like they just kind of shriveled up and died. So I think what I'm gonna do is come in here with some leaves and some mulch and stuff like that I've collected and saved, and then, excuse me, put some container soil in here as well, and then start again maybe in the fall, so that way we can just start afresh. But same deal, lined it. There are holes in the bottom too, drain holes and stuff like that. So this is a another trellis that the garden troll and I put up. We planted some, you can kind of see that one's not doing so great, but there, and there, those are all tomatillos, purple tomatillos, and they were very little, like little stubby, worse than that little guy there, but they are trying to do their best. So I'm hoping that, you know, they grow some good little tomatillos for us and make some great salsa. Then over here I did put some brads because last year, if you remember, I started them late because I was so anxious to try them, and nothing, they did produce a couple tomatoes, but they just didn't have enough time to ripen, and I even tried to counter ripen them, and it just didn't work. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't know if you guys could tell me if you've had any experience with brads, or even the Paul Robeson and the Chadwick cherries. Chadwick cherries is doing better, but even the blue cream berries, like all those just did not make it like the other ones did. So then over here, as you can see from my tag, in last year's mum from last fall, those are mums that we had. They came back, but we have Moon and Stars watermelon that I'm gonna put on this trellis here once it starts getting bigger, and then lemon ball watermelons. So same kind of deal. Put it on the trellis. We do have this vine. I don't know. The neighbors let their vines do their thing, and I trim them so that they don't go too crazy in here. But it's taken the 2 weeks, and it's gone like this. Maybe 2.5 weeks, but I really think it's less than 2 weeks, or right at. So I'll have to trim those up tonight or tomorrow. Then let's see here. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So here are some more, this is kind of the corner of the citrus orchard, and then plants that have come back from last year. Don't you just love it when they come back? It's just makes my soul happy, but they need to be watered, obviously, right there. But these are all mums and violas, like Johnny Jump Ups, that have all come back from last year. We also had a lot of little jumpers in the front yard, and I'll show you here in a minute where I put those. But yeah, it's just amazing, all these mums. This already bloomed. I'm gonna have to deadhead it, so that way it'll just continue to do it. But got a few more coming in. So yeah, we put them over here to let them do their thing and be happy and still produce. It looks like we might have some more mums coming over here. I don't know, I think this one might be orange. I don't know, actually. We had some themed baskets. Oh, I wonder if little Audrey planted something in here. Does anybody know what these are? They look like they might be something. Let's see. So then we have some herbs that came back, like lots of thyme, and then I believe germander, just different things like that. And then we have sweet potatoes that I planted the slips. I got those from the Tractor Supply Company, and just planted them in these pots. And then over here in a tomato tub thing. So pretty interested to see if we get some sweet potatoes. It'd be really, really awesome. Then over here is my citrus orchard that also has olive trees, and then the avocado, it died, but I got in touch with Fast Growing Trees, and they are replacing it for me, and in fact it should be here tonight, so I'm very excited that I'll be getting a new. But I've got Meyer lemon trees, another lemon tree there, and then some variegated lemons, and then also lime. That's also a lemon, Meyer lemon. And then these are the olives, and you can see I have a couple olives coming in, so pretty good. There's a little lime tree back there, and pretty much everything except for the avocado tree and this variegated lemon were all in my garage over the winter. And they had like a little grow light, or a light that was above the, you know, in the garage, and I had a heater in there. But yeah, we'll hope for the best on all of them all the time. Everybody just stay calm. Then I've got over here, like in the corner, there's my pile of wood there, and then like a little compost spinner thing in my pile of dirt, but with grass clippings. But this is the wine sap apple tree, and the other little apples that came up that we saw in the TikTok, they have all either succumbed to birds or just fell off and didn't make it. But I have one apple right there, and I'm completely obsessed with it. Oh, please, please survive. So hopefully next year we'll have bunches of apples on there. And this is my Granny Smith. It's gotten pretty tall, probably need to prune it back. I also lost all of the little apples that were growing on it as well. But I mean, it's its first year to be in the ground, so it'll probably do that. So, first full year, I guess, full season. Then we've got Audrey's pollinator garden, which I probably need to wait. I'm going to try to get her to do a video with me of talking about her little pollinators. But we've got all these sunflowers. You can see one's trying to bloom, or getting ready to bloom. They're all getting pretty close, so it's pretty exciting times over here. Oh, there's a black bee, or a wasp. But some of these were started from seed, like all the sunflowers were started from seeds. And then, I don't know, those gomphrenias were started from seed. The catmint right here in the corner was. These little guys were, I can't remember what they're called right now. This was actually a gift from the friends that came over, and we traded plants. So they started those from seeds. Just a bunch of different things, but a lot of them we did get already started to put in here. And as you can see, it's inundated with some weeds, but you know, that's how it goes. We're gonna come in here and try to get them out of there. Then let's see here. Then I have my little barrel over here that has, I think it's spectacular, sensational, phenomenal, lavender phenomenal. Oops, right here. It smells so good. And then I cannot remember what these are. They were also a gift from my friends that came over and did plant swapping with me, but I think they look like little yellow feathers. Then we have Prince Tut, kind of like fun little grass. I forget what they also call that, but it's looking like my hair half the time. So this was another olive tree that I had here that right here, yeah, right there. And I thought it was dead and I was gonna toss it, and I realized that it had some green coming in. So I'm gonna, like, you know, pull all the weeds out of it and then clean it up and everything. I've got just some random stuff that collected that has died or is getting ready to kick the bucket maybe. I'm gonna try to like keep them happy. You need to water them very well because it's so hot. Then, oh, here's some, what is this? This is the platinum blonde lavender. I had some friends over the other day, so I need to pack up my stuff. I've got Larry the lavender of Audrey's here. So I'm gonna go over here behind the greenhouse. As you can see, weeds are going nuts, but we do have some hostas back here, little bitty ones that we got for $1. And I don't know, we really needed to think that through a little better, but it'll be all right. We'll figure it out. But I have some lavender mint over here, some dill that you can see is starting to bolt, but we can use those for pickling if we want to or something like that. Then I have hops, some Cascade hops, and I'm so excited. You can see, looks like they're starting to get their little blooms there. Then we have the blue butterfly pea that'll have the pretty little flowers that we can use in drinks and things like that. And that's what I think that other little plant is over there that I thought was a pepper or a melon. The leaves, I swear to you, they look like a melon when they first started. The first leaves did. Then we've got some Gomphrena right here, and then some more Cascade hops. As you can see, I had to put all my trellises over here. So next year, whenever they get all cleaned up and I'm pruning them and everything, I think I'm probably just going to put a whole cattle panel over here and just let them go nuts. That is, I'm forgetting what this is. I think I might have had a tag on it, but let me pull this weed. Ooh! Thought I had it. There we go. It's verbena. Then this is lemon verbena. And then we have orange thyme. Started these from seed. I'm pretty impressed that they're starting to come to life a little more. Then this is Sugar Love Stevia, Heliotrope. Then we have, oh my gosh, I love this. It smells like a Pepsi. It is Artemisia, which is like a cola plant. This particular one is a cola plant. You can harvest this and use it for like teas and different things. Chamomile. Then I have St. John's wort. Pesto perpetua, basil. I love how it stays in like a little like ball like that. I do prune it or harvest from it, but it pretty much stays like that. It's so cute. Another cola plant. This is Munstead lavender or Goodwin Creek. Let me think here. I don't have my tag there anymore. Oh, here it is. It's hiding. Goodwin Creek. There's a curry plant. Then I have bay laurel. I can't remember what those two little guys are. The one died, it looked like. Then my little ferns over here. Another bay laurel. This was another gift from the friend, Emerald Tower basil, which they will be so cool, I think. Tower over there. My lemon balm has gone nutsos. Then I have this is variegated lemon thyme. Let's stick that under there. Also, I forgot to tell you, so let's back it up a little bit. So this was on the outside of the greenhouse. So all the hops and everything were over there on the east side, I believe. Pretty sure that was the east side. This is the front. And then, let's see. So then that is Munstead lavender. Right. Yes, Munstead lavender. Then I have a variegated rosemary. So when the gentleman came in, he was trying to save me some time. I paid him to mow and he threw grass all over everything. So this is what I'm dealing with here. Then let's see here. This is parsley. Then I have some prostrate rosemary here also. It's kind of a trailing one. It's really cool. Then this is a variegated sage, and then I have a tricolor sage there. Then this is also a platinum blonde lavender. You can kind of see the variegation there. I may need to move it where it's not so much in the sun, but then we have mushroom plant, which is an herb that is supposed to taste like mushrooms. You can put it in like sauces and stuff. I may trim it like you do basil and stuff like that and see if it'll multiply. I'm eating a piece of it. I don't know. I'll just taste the lavender. Oh, it does taste like mushrooms. Weird. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice to be good in a salad or something. My mouth is salivating. This is summer savory. Then we have a variegated lemon thyme right here. And then let's see here. This is what kind of basil? It's called boxwood basil. It's starting to bolt a little bit, but I think it's so pretty. It reminds me of the piccolino basil that I got seeds from in my gardener, and it's in the garden tower. So I don't know if it may be the same kind of thing or not, but then I have another lemon thyme right here. It's just not variegated. Let me try to pull some of these weeds here. Then behind here, these are Florence fennels. Look how cute they are. They're coming up. Then we have some marjoram. Yes, sweet marjoram right here. Then that is marshmallow plant. That is 2 years, a 2-year plant. I got it from, or the 2nd year, I guess. So like Harry Potter 2nd year. I got it from a plant sale. And I started some from seed, but I really wanted it to be established, so that way I knew that it would probably be okay. But yeah. And then this beast is Tulsi basil. It was pretty small when I put it in here, but it smells so good. I'll walk, look, you can see my light in there. I'll walk by it and think, oh my gosh, what is that sweet smell? Somebody had candy out here and they left it somewhere or something, but no, it's this, it's just because I've brushed up against that or something. Oh, it smells so good. This is just like regular thyme that I started from seed this year. And that, I am not sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's something that I did on purpose because I don't know. I know I told Audrey what it was, but can't remember right now. I think it's some kind of herb that I can use for tea or something like that, but don't quote me. I need to go through some old videos and see. Then I have all my eggplants here. These are the nasturtiums. I put them there to try to help, but they haven't really helped deter the flea beetles necessarily, but that's all right. We'll be okay. But I have them in alphabetical order. I think this is like Antiqua, the Casper ones, then maybe the Thai frog, and then, okay, wait, purple ones, then the Thai frog ones maybe. But look at this. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Where are you at? There you go. Look at that. And then there's another one laying on the ground over. My video stopped, but there's one laying on the ground over there too. Then, yeah, here's my little sign. It says eggplants. Why are you not focusing? There you go. All right. Then we've got loads and loads of blooms. It looks like one might be trying to turn into an eggplant over there. But yeah. Oh, look. There. So, I don't know, it's getting exciting. I'm so glad I'm taking this tour for you guys. Hopefully you've lasted this long. I know it's quite a long video, but yeah. So then we're almost done. So then I have asparagus right here in this corner that I started from seed. And they're just, you know, I don't know, they've toppled over a couple of times. But you can kind of see one little guy right there that's looking pretty cute. I saw another one, there he is. There, he's pretty cute. And so you need to start them pretty quickly whenever, if you definitely, you know, if you're wanting to have asparagus, you really need to start them. I wish I would have just found a spot and put them there whenever I first moved in, because I knew that I would regret it, not doing it. But here we are, and so 3 years from now, I'll be having yummy sweet asparagus. I forget, these are Mary Washington asparagus. So, and here's the other side of the greenhouse with the other hostas back here. But I'll go back in here one day and do, I still haven't done that video with my friend that built the greenhouse, but one day we will do that. Maybe when it starts getting cooler, because it's really hot. So, but yeah, so let me bring it out over here so you can kind of see what it looks like. Oh, I promised you I would tell you what happened to those violas. There we go. So there's kind of what we did. We started over here in the corner, went around through there, went behind the greenhouse, went over there, then we looped back around and did around here like this and went like that. So you can kind of get a little perspective on where we were going with the tour. So, got some more marigolds. This is the plumeria that I got last year, and I potted it up this year. So hopefully, or I'm excited to see some blooms. And there are those shamrocks I got in the spring. They're still kind of slowly but surely keeping alive. Some fuchsia that I got, and then I got some squash that I really need to get in the ground, but I had plans of putting it in with the okra and the beans, but I don't think that's a good idea. Kind of thought, oh, with the beans, you kind of like a two sisters, but yeah, just didn't happen. But here are some of the Johnny Jump Ups that I put, that I saved from the just like grass where they were like hanging out. They volunteered. I got some more over here, doing some happy times there. And then these are the ones that were in the front yard. Look, they're still making it, and it's about a week ago that I did that. Maybe a little less than a week ago. But look how pretty. I love that. That's almost a variegated one. And that really dark black one is so pretty. It's so cute. All right. I had to show you this little face of this one. All right, so I hope you survived this very long video. If you guys did, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful that you stuck around and listened to me yammer on about the garden. So let's see, this is the end of June, so maybe I can do it again like middle of July or something like that, or in a couple weeks, and just kind of update you on where we're at, and then it'll probably be a little faster. But definitely, I saw that my very first tour was in August of last year, and so that's pretty crazy to think that it was that, you know, not that long ago, but, or it doesn't seem like that long ago. But anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed the garden tour, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.